this is Adrian from Automations 365. Today we're gonna talk about something that most companies don't realize. They're losing hundreds of thousands and millions of cash just by this one thing: manual work. When I'm referring to manual work, I'm talking about the manual work that can be automated. Some of the manual work shouldn't be automated, like human relationships, critical decision making, and a lot of the quality assurance processes, which we will tackle in the future topics. Right now, we want to talk about the manual work that can be automated, which we can actually call waste. Since we are specialized in Microsoft 365, I'm gonna show you how Microsoft Power Platform can fix this problem. There are 3 points that I want to discuss. So first point, the hidden cost of manual work. So let me ask you this: how many hours does your employees spend on repetitive tasks? How long does the approval cycle in your company last? How often does errors happen because of copy pasting from Excel? Is all of your company data in Excel files scattered all throughout in your OneDrive, in your computer, and can't do anything about it because your boss grew up with Excel and he plans to stick to Excel and he has no plans of buying any kind of system or any kind of app in the future? Are you still submitting paper-based requests and you submitted it to accounting and 2 weeks after it still hasn't been processed? It's because the accountant lost the paper request and now she's blaming you because you haven't submitted it. Has that even ever happened to you? I think it has. So things like that, might be small, but combined with your team and especially with larger teams, it's going to be very, very big. So these will lose millions and millions of cash because of wasted effort or wasted inefficient solutions. Now, let me give you some examples of hidden costs. Employees spending 2 to 3 hours per day on repetitive admin, slow approval cycles delaying projects or purchases, reporting takes days because data is scattered, mistakes from manual entry, missed follow-ups, or lost requests. So all of these, they look small, but combined they quietly drain the company's money. So your team could have been focusing on what really matters to them instead of these mundane tasks. Your marketing department could have focused more on the creativity of their marketing resources, their marketing strategies, instead of just doing admin work. So engineering team can focus more on refining their products instead of doing repetitive coordination work. IT department can focus on process improvements instead of manual requests and manual ticketing. Finance department can also focus on financial planning and analysis instead of data entry. Point number 2, the Power Platform advantage. The Power Platform has different set of tools. First one, let's talk about Power Apps. Power Apps is a low-code development platform for building apps. So low code meaning it's not all code, but it helps developers to create faster results. So instead of creating or developing months to build an app, it can shrink down to weeks. So its development is much faster. Especially with the new AI features that recently came out, it became even faster. So let's talk about examples of what we can do in Power Apps. We can do expense approval apps, inventory tracking, employee onboarding, sales request forms, operations checklists. Power Apps is already free in your Microsoft 365 and you can already use it. So depending on your use case, you can find someone who can build your apps. You can even do your own apps, and it is already free, but you can also have the premium version. So second one, Power Automate. Power Automate is a low-code development automation tool that is very powerful. It can connect to a lot of different systems, even outside of Microsoft. It can automate processes. It has a lot of capabilities within Microsoft 365 and it automates a lot of your manual tasks. So here are some examples. auto send reminders, auto route approvals, sync data between systems, generate PDF reports, and auto track tasks and follow-ups. So it's also free in Microsoft 365. You can also have the paid license, which is very powerful. It can connect to a lot of different external systems, and just by using the free version, you can do a lot within the Microsoft 365 environment. Next one is Power BI. Power BI is a business intelligence tool that allows you to make data-driven decisions. Think of charts, visualizations, graphs. These are very useful for business owners, decision makers to carry out their plans based on data that they've been collecting for the company. Let's say you've been collecting data on how much sales that has been made for this past year. Power BI can help you create a very appealing and very intuitive visualization of your company's data. These information will be useful so that you can make decisions on how you can lead the company and what it will do for your future plans. When you get those important information, it will enable you to make the important decisions for your company. These are some examples on how I can help. Sales performance, inventory movement, operational bottlenecks, employee productivity, customer trends. These are types of reports that can be generated, and when you see these data instantly, it can enable you to make these decisions very well. So when you see these data instantly, depending on which team you are, which industry you are at, you can make faster and smarter decisions. So point 3, the last point, the return on investment, or the ROI, everyone's favorite. Did you know that when companies use Power Platform, they usually see the results just 30 to 90 days? That's pretty quick. They can see faster results, improved productivity, fewer errors, and faster turnaround time. So businesses report that they can save 500 to 1,000 hours per year, depending again on the size and whatever industry you are. That's really huge. And again, this translates to millions, hundreds of thousands of cash being wasted. So that is a big thing financially. And Power Platform doesn't just reduce the cost. What Power Platform can do can change your organization's culture on how it works, on how they work. It's also cultural change for more efficiency, more organization. If you're using Microsoft 365 and you want to know how we can automate your daily tasks, then you can visit automations365.com. You can follow the LinkedIn of Automations365. You can send me a message over there how we can help. We'll see you again next time.